Well, we're back. Eric, the big E, the losing E, Arnold, back for another episode here on Thursday, the 11th of February. Probably about midday I'm shooting this video. 5 wins, 8 losses, 1 tie last night. Shit. But, that's just seemingly par for the course lately. So, very disappointed. I was kind of hoping that maybe we were on to something. But for those of you that are new here, I attempt to pick or handicap college basketball, college football, NFL, MLB. I had my first go around with this was before the pandemic. And my record in college basketball, that was there. And it's slightly above 500, It's not, for a first time out, I'm not embarrassed. And then the world ended, and I haven't picked a winner since. And I think the two are related. As I keep saying, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm using historical models and norms and trends that were generated in a world that just doesn't exist now. The schedules are totally different. The practice schedule's totally different. You lose a guy 6 minutes before tip-off. But, these are my excuses. Someday we'll take the masks off. Someday. All right, well, let's see, what do we have for you here then? UConn, I don't know what that was. My assessment of UConn is that they have a good coach and bad players. That he's trying to get these guys to play hard, nasty, old school Big East defense, and he just doesn't have the horses. So that's twice now he's gone up against Big East schools that he hasn't seen in a while, like Seton Hall and Providence. I guess you could throw St. John's in there too, and all 3 of them have kicked his ass. So, I still like Hurley as a coach. I just don't think he's got the horses. Indiana, what the hell? I mean, these guys, I swear. We needed this win. We didn't get it. They got the win. Congratulations. But we're laying 3.5. So maybe you got lucky. Maybe you were only laying 3, or God forbid even 2.5, and you might have gotten the win. As Indiana wins in double overtime by 3 points, and we're laying 3.5, and we win by 3. Shit. We got Fordham here. That was a complete and total blowout. I mean, if you told me George Mason would beat anybody in the A-10 by 30 points, I'd say, no, that's ridiculous. But it happened, so apparently that team is totally quit on the new coach. Bradley, I was a winner. The Valpo smelling themselves after the big upset over Drake, I guess. So we got that one. Drake, I guess, is actually really good. They hammered Northern Iowa, getting ready for their big weekend against Loyola. That Drake coach is just amazing. I mean, there's a player that's playing on Minnesota right now. I think his name's Robbins. He transferred from Drake, and he's playing pretty well for Minnesota. He's a 7-foot center. And if he was still on Drake, God knows how good they would be. But, what if? Anyway, Rutgers, they just could not throw the ball in the ocean. Oh my God. Loss. We guys just skate home there with our huge point spread. That was a winner. This was a loser. Georgia getting it done. Tennessee had a big lead and then just kind of screwed around and allowed Georgia to sneak back and get the backdoor cover, so thank God we needed that. Southern Illinois never showed up. I thought this one was in the bag. I really did. I looked at the score. They were up, I don't know, 6, 7 points there with a handful of minutes to go. And somehow only won by 1, which made it a tie. It's like, son of a bitch. Rhode Island, they get it done late. That's the game where we had our hero of the night. Hero of the night, Fats Russell, senior from Rhode Island. He's from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, went to the great Imhotep charter down in Philadelphia. They're 3-time defending state champions. They actually played our local heroes here in the 16-17 season. That was the year Reading High School won the whole thing, won the whole state championship. They played that year. Lonnie Walker, he's now with San Antonio Spurs. They played Imhotep with Fats Russell. Fats Russell beat him. Beat Lonnie Walker in Reading High School. Luckily, Reading didn't have to play him again because they're in different brackets. But Russell hit the three-pointer with 7 seconds to go to cover the spread, a meaningless 3 for him. I thought about that. I thought, that makes it even better. You'll be the hero of the night. Oh, no, you didn't play well enough to win. And you get to go home in a silent airplane where everybody's all sad because you lost and your college career is coming to an end very shortly in front of no fans. But you're a hero to us gamblers because you hit the 3 that covered our bets, and for that we say to you, Fats Russell, to you we say, salute! Okay, what's left? Marquette, I knew that was a dog team. That's what I get for going against Jay Wright. He exploded. He beat these guys by 30. And I don't even know he was really trying to do it. It just looked like Marquette was just not really ready to play defense. And then this game, oh my God, we got that late night to make a bad night out of a disaster. It could have been a disastrous night. Instead, it's just a bad night. I don't know, observations of bad teams and bad coaches, I guess. San Jose, it's a bad team, and they have a bad coach. You're getting paid there, though, at 30 points. This was upwards of 30 points by tip-off. They just played no defense at all in that second half. None. I've seen more defense in an NBA All-Star game. Just guys not hustling, just going through the motions. San Diego State was almost like, well, we don't really want to play hard here and really embarrass these guys, but he's letting me just shoot any open shot I want. So lo and behold, they made a lot of them. Luckily, San Jose State had held pretty strong in the first half and had hit a bunch of threes and lucky shots and what have you. But I don't know. Bad teams, I don't think, play much defense. That's probably the key to a bad team. They played little defense. At any rate, one thing I've been doing is I read old newspapers just to pass the time sometimes, and I'm struck by the scores of NCAA basketball in the late 60s, early 70s. We're talking before the three-point shot, before any kind of shot clock. So you're thinking, okay, we got the stall, we got the old Pete Carrill wins 43-41, the Princeton, whatever the hell they call it, the backdoor pass, and we passed the ball around 19 times, and I guess, there's a couple of those games, but the majority of the games are like 106-93. They're NBA scores. They're huge, and I can't, for the life of me, quite figure this. It's like, Did they not play defense back in the 60s and 70s? Or were they so much better shooters? Or did they just play at such a higher tempo? But, now, you'll sit there and watch these highly, highly talented teams I don't know, this Indiana game that went to double overtime, and just watch these teams grind and grind and grind, and they can't make a shot, and they can't make a shot, and they're wide open, and they still can't make a shot, and they pass up open shots. Also, I got that mid-range jumper there from, 16 feet's wide open. No, that's no good. We don't want that. We got to pass, and hope to hit that open, 22-footer. That's worth 3 points. I don't know. It's just an interesting thought, or at least it was interesting to me. If you can't read the board, don't panic. I'm trying some different, get my production hat on here. We're trying some different things here. I'm trying to lessen the resolution, to shorten the size of the file, to make it faster for me to edit. And, I've been starting to, I was all excited yesterday because I thought the video turned out pretty well. I had forgotten to turn the mic on. I was able to clean that up, I think, with the video editor. I was able to drop in a couple, a little music there and a picture. And I thought all that went okay, and I thought that wasn't too bad. Now I can start doing more of this. Of course, then the game started, and I lost. So that darkened my mood. But, so we're trying, I'm getting a little better, a little quicker with the video editor. If we ever have a winning night, you might actually get one of these videos overnight again. I just don't feel like handicapping after I've gotten smashed in the face with another 5-8-1 night. I just don't. But all right, what's left? Carson Wentz, he's still on my Philadelphia Eagles. I guess we're stuck with him. I guess everybody in the National Football League, except General Manager Howie Roseman, knows this guy can't play. So he's asking for the moon and the stars, and nobody's going to give it to him. So we'll get to kick him around for another year. Let's see what else. I don't know. I think that's it. So let's get to Thursday. Let's see what we got here. Early Tennessee Martin. I think that kicks off our slate of games out of the Valley, the Ohio Valley. I guess, what do you do there? I mean, Missouri Valley's claimed that term. We're the Valley, but Ohio Valley, they've been around a long time too. And I guess they just maybe have never gotten the recognition that the Missouri Valley has. Whatever. We're going to take Martin there. They just beat Austin Peay. They just beat him. And now, in the first of a back-to-back. So I guess this might be a fool's errand in that Austin Peay now certainly will be out for vengeance and destroy Tennessee Martin and not let them get a sniff. And Tennessee Martin, I'm sure, will be smelling themselves and just throw their shoes on the floor. Well, of course, we're not doing any of that. We're going to say, Tennessee Martin's actually good, and we're going to take the 16 points. You be the judge. For you new people, I haven't won a game since the world ended, so just remember. Fairleigh Dickinson will take a point there against Wagner. We do not think much of that Wagner team. That's in the Northeast, in case you care. Purdue, Minnesota. At Minnesota. Minnesota, a 3-point favorite. Purdue just smashed Minnesota at Mackey Arena. That's Purdue's home. I don't know. I think they call. Minnesota's a really tough home team. We won with them earlier in the year. We lost with them too. It seems like I give teams I give a pass to when they screw me, and I always remember the win we had with them. But pretty sure Minnesota plays in something they call the barn. It just occurred to me, and I thought, you know what? I don't think we can possibly throw that one away. We have to take Minnesota in the barn. They're tough at home. They're lousy on the road. They're tough at home. We're only laying 3 points. Minnesota is a team that needs to pick up a few more wins to cement their spot in the tournament. We'll lay the 3 and take Minnesota at home over Purdue. Yeah, I know. We're switching it up. Go figure. A home team. Woo! We got Utah. We're going to take them on the road at California. They're a 4-point favorite. We like Utah's coach. What happened here? We'll leave it the way it is. Hampton, we're going to take them at home, -3 over Presbyterian. All I can think there is I think we like Hampton's coach, and that's all I can think of what we're doing there. Here we got Colorado and Stanford. I was going somewhere with that when I said, don't panic if you can't read the board if the resolution sucks. Where I was going with that was I'm going to show you at the end, we'll give you a close-up so you can see it. Anyway, Colorado, they're a 1-point favorite at Stanford. Colorado apparently is pretty good. Look at that rating there from Ken Pomeroy, 15. Stanford's played a lot better here in the second half of the season. We're going to go ahead and take Stanford. I think Colorado might be one of those teams that artificially benefits from the high altitude. So when they go on the road, they're maybe not that good. Of course, here I got Utah on the road. That probably same theory would apply there. So that doesn't make no sense. But anyway, we're taking Stanford. We'll take Long Island +3 over St. Mary's, get in the Northeast. We'll take Joey Gallo, defending Northeast champion, and Merrimack. They're only a 4-point favorite over one of the worst teams in the Northeast, if not the whole country, Central Connecticut State, coached by Reading High School alum Danielle Marshall. So we'll take Merrimack -4. I don't like this game, but then, it doesn't matter. I lose them all anyway. We'll take Iowa State +15.5 against Kansas at Fog Allen. That maybe this is a frustrating thing to me in that a lot of these games, and this would be one of them, this Iowa State, these big in-conference dogs on the road historically cover at 53, 54, 55% of the time. That's what's frustrating to me is that we can't seem to find a winner. It's like, damn it, we should be picking up some W's with these. But it just happened. One thing I've been thinking about is, maybe in this pandemic, if you're a bad team, maybe, you just don't want to play at all. I mean, it's probably a lot harder to be a college basketball player now than it was, say, a year ago or 2 years ago, whatever, in that you're locked into your little bubble and you have 19,000 rules of things that you can't do. I don't know how bad it is. I'm only speculating on some of these rules that I've heard, but I think that it's just no fun being a college basketball player, and maybe, unless you're winning, unless you really like to play and you're doing, well, or you think you have a chance to do well in the future, but if you don't, you might just be saying, get this the hell over with. How many more games do we have to play? So that's possible what's going on here with some of these, maybe that's what happened there with Fordham, where they're just like, get this season the fuck over with. And here's the bad news for you, Fordham. There is no end to this. This is never going to end. But don't get me started. All right, UNLV, we'll take them +10 against Boise State. Another road team there. I like UNLV's coach. I mean, I don't think that's a team that's ready to just quit. I think he's a good coach. He's only in his second or third year out there. And I think he's going to keep his team engaged or they're not going to be on the team. That sort of thing. And then late night, we got UCLA. They're -4 at Washington State. This is your 11 o'clock game. I went around and around with this. I kind of forced this one up. Yeah, you know what? Every time, I don't know if I've ever successfully played Mick Cronin. And for you new people, or even you existing people, when I say good coach, bad coach, I generally mean that by what is your against the spread record? Often that does dovetail with what your winning percentage is, but not always. In other words, Jay Wright, great winning percentage, great against the spread record. To me, great coach. Mike Krzyzewski, great winning percentage against the spread record, not so great, because everybody's been playing Duke now for the last 10 years, and the point spread, if you want to play Duke, it's outrageous. You're paying for this guy's McDonald's All-Americans. So Mick Cronin, who has been around forever with Cincinnati, I say he's been around forever, and I think this guy's younger than I am, which I'm not sure what that means. But he had great teams in Cincinnati, won all sorts of conference titles and what have you. His against the spread record's below 500. Not good. And I'm not 100% sure why that is. And I don't know if I've ever won with the guy. So we're going to fade him. We're going to do what we love to do. We'll just fade him and see if that works out. We'll take Washington State at home, the home dog. Cronin, he just lost to USC, so I don't know if that means he's going to be out for blood in this game or it means his team's not playing well. I'm hoping the latter. So there you have it. We got 11 games. Well, we'll see if all 11 go to the post. If they do, we're hoping for at least 6. 6. We'd love to have 6 and 5. That would make me feel pretty good. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Thanks for being here. Get you your close up so you can read it. Some of the comments we've had here. I noted that Chuck Armstrong wants more goofery, but he wants it all done in a 20-minute video, of course. I mean, would you like anything else, sir? Would you like a comfy pillow, a mint, anything else I could do for you? Because 20 minutes goes by fast, and, there's only so many hours in the day. But we appreciate the comment. You sure about that? I don't know how he got Alabama to pick him. They were a 6-point favorite, so I don't know if he teased that or what he did there. At any rate, there's your close-up. So I'm not going to commit to getting these things up overnight because at the moment that's just not my schedule. So thanks for being here, and we'll talk again. Out.